So, let's talk about the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. I've been using this Galaxy Note 20 Ultra for the past 2 weeks or so, and having used it for the past couple of weeks, there's just some stuff that I think people should know about. Samsung makes some really good phones. They're pretty intuitive with design. They push boundaries. All you have to do is look at the Fold 2 for that. But when they make a phone that is expensive, which is a flagship, which is the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, I feel like it should just be better. I don't know what I was expecting from the Note 20, but there's loads of problems that I've had with it, to a point where I contacted Samsung and they are going to send me a replacement Note 20 Ultra, because I just think the things that are happening with it shouldn't be happening with it. Like, the big thing that I think everybody has spoken about is pretty much the fact the battery is awful. It is so bad. The thing is with this phone, it's ultra. It's the best. So if you want to have it maxed out at 120 Hz, if you want to start using 5G, which you will want to do if you're paying for this phone, it just doesn't let you use it all day. So 120 Hz is brilliant. It looks so nice, especially on that Samsung display. It just looks incredible. But I've noticed it mostly when you use 5G. So if you're using 5G on the phone and you go out, it will get ridiculously hot, and then the battery just starts to disappear. And I'm not sure if it's the same with the US versions or whether it's just the thing with the Europe versions, because here in Europe, we are getting done over by having an Exynos processor in this. So you guys in the US, you've got Snapdragon, which is what we want, it's what we need. There's so much about this phone that I really want to love. So like, I think the display is incredible, the sound is really good, but then there's small things that are maybe a little bit nitpicky, but it makes the experience of using that Note 20 Ultra just a little bit meh. Like, for example, having that edge display, I think in theory looks really nice and is a good idea, but as soon as you start to use it day after day and stuff like that, you get so many accidental touches. Like, I've had to download an app that makes those bits of the edge display inactive because I get so many accidental touches when typing or when I'm trying to move up the phone, and because the screen and the display is so big, you will touch it by mistake in little bits, and that native accidental touch thing on Samsung, it doesn't do anything, so it's not amazing. But the big thing that we have is, like I said before, when you start to spend close to £1,200 on a big flagship phone, you want to be able to use all the features, and you can't use all the features if you want to use this phone all day. I've had to drop to 60 Hz, and then when I'm out, drop from 5G to 4G. And I don't see a big difference between the speeds on 4 and 5G, but I don't want to have to think about it. I don't want to have to think, oh right, I'm out now all day, let's switch off that 5G, put 4G on, let's get rid of 120 Hz, let's put 60 Hz on. I just think that it's not something you want to think about when you buy a phone. You just want to be able to use the phone all day, every day, without complaints. Like, there's going to be people that in the comments will disagree with it and say, oh no, but you know, this is what you can do to make it better and make the battery life longer and make the phone more usable. But why should we have to add extra bits when you buy a phone? Dropping down settings, having to install apps to stop things which are the accidental touches. In my 5 reasons not to buy the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, one of them was that the software is just a little bit not good. Like, I'm still having problems where I can't swipe home and I have to reset the phone to be able to use it again. If Apple did that, people wouldn't let them get away with it. And I don't understand why Samsung can get away with it either. If it was on the Fold, I'd get it. I'd understand that, you know, brilliant, it's a new phone, it's second gen of it, we're going to expect to have things that don't work, but it's not like they've not made this before. They've made so many of Note phones and phones like this where this should be better. If I got this phone for free and was not having to pay for it, I'd be like, oh yeah, the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, what a phone, oh, it's brilliant. But I had to spend my money on it, money that I made. And if I'm spending £1,200 on this phone, I want it to be better, and it's not. So Samsung, this isn't good enough. Make one phone ship it worldwide. That's what we need. I'll let you know when I get the replacement phone whether it is any better, but I doubt it. I think this just is the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. But Samsung, if you're watching, you've got to do better. These phones, they've got to be better.